Hello everyone, I am Kronk. So you want to stream again? You want to stream today? I guess I should say. Hmm. I'm gonna test something just to see how this goes. Okay, it's definitely clear, it's the same color. Okay. Hmm. So I got this game right here. It's Fate Samurai Remnant. I played a little bit of it already. I got to chapter 1, so yeah. I'd press play, however, it will do a thing where I can't exactly use any of my stuff once it's once I press play. Okay. The controls are a little bit weird compared to what I'm used to. Should also say. Hmm. You ever have this weird feeling where you just fucking you feel like shit? I have that feeling right now. Ooh, the Fate music. Very nice visuals, I must say. It goes hard. Okay. There we go. See, it's a Fate game. I I've already played quite a bit. Hmm. Let's do do like this. Let's do a new save file. This will be the continued save file. Long ago, the Yagaru gang plagued this pass. Yagaru, the bandit leader, a towering spearmaster. It was said to be an irredeemable devil. A survivor of the Toyotomi clan, he claimed to be collecting money for the great cause. When in truth he raided villages and attacked merchants who travelled the pass. He knew no bounds of the atrocities he committed. One year, he led his band to a small port town. There, they gorged on blood and plunder. The sole survivor of the massacre was a child that the Yagoro kept alive on a lark, serving only as an ear to hear his exploits and a hand to pour his drink. Yagoro liked children, but once he lost interest, he tossed them aside and moved on to the next. Perhaps that child already knew his fate. That he would just be another corpse come dawn. That he would be just another corpse come dawn. The phrasing would add a bit more to it. I should have phrased it at the end. I am just reading the subtitles, but I should have did a better job. Huh? Hey, Gramps. Is that really the end of the story? What a letdown. What happened to the Yagoro gang and the kid? Well, that's where this story ends. That night, every member of the Yagoro gang disappeared. A few days later, the lord of the land brought soldiers to that port town. They found the townsfolk and the Yagoro gang all dead. The cargo lay untouched. What, did that gang members all kill each other after raiding the town? Who knows? It's said that Yagoro died with his spear in hand. Though I suppose there's one other point of interest. Apparently, an official who witnessed what happened reported this to his lord. From start to finish, it was all the handiwork of a single person. You know what? I don't normally have my... Sorry. I don't usually have like an actual tag on, but I'm gonna add a tag just because it'll be easier if I ever have to raid someone. Start to finish, it was all the handiwork of a single person. A traveller happened to be passing by the town, slew the entire pack of 84 bandits. Ha ha ha, that's too much even for a single story. One person killed the whole gang that was labeled as irredeemable, as if someone like that even existed. Exists. Exists. If anyone, it'd have to be that legendary swordsman Musashi. Musashi. Since this is, uh, since this is kind of like a history thing, I'm gonna search up Musashi on my laptop. Musashi, the person, Miyamoto Musashi. Miyamoto Musashi was born Shinmen Takezo, also known as Miyamoto Funaku, and his Buddhist name Nitin Doraku, was a Japanese swordsman, strategist, artist, and writer who became renowned through stories of his unique double-bladed swordsmanship and the undefeated record in his 62 duels. Okay. So, that kind of... Actually looking into it kind of spoils who that is. What? Wait a second, Gramps. The Yagoro gang all died, right? Then what happened to the kid? There was that lone survivor, no? The thing is, they never found the child's body. Ooh, neither dead nor alive. Alrighty. He disappeared from this world, along with the entire Yagoro gang. Yagoru, okay, I gotta say that. Not that it should matter after that. Okay, this is a pretty nice thing. Ooh, a cat! Catto. Alrighty, we got some sword fighting. So, after a certain point, you end up actually you see that this guy does have a faded thing. Why do they pursue me? Because it's faded. When I first saw that, I assumed that that was like a. What I'm saying is, I thought that meant that he'd already used all his command spells, but but after doing the tutorial, it kind of reveals that no, it's just he hadn't summoned a character yet. Oh, hey, there's a lot of them. Right, we're gonna use my favorite mode of thing. Since you can kinda juggle. Cool. Alrighty, we got a little bit of kinda hoping. Okay, so it seems like it's runs on a pretty low spec stuff, which is good. Means the stream won't have much issues. Shit, that was my fault. Alrighty, that's enough cutscene. Another cutscene. It's fucking insane. Holy shit. So yeah, that command spell, it looks like it's all used up, but it kind of reveals, oh no, this is Minamoto Lori. I shall have your head. Take it if you can. This is no common foe. Okay, Lori's attacks may be repelled by some attacks, however, when the enemy is exposed during their attacks, recovery indicated by a bluish-white light, attacks will strike true. Don't miss these opportunities. So this cunt is fucking insane early on, like in the tutorial. Fuck me, I kind of walked right into that. I'll probably have to retry. Oh, thank fuck. Wait, no. Nope, we don't have any healing items, so we are pitiful. Okay, that means that we're gonna switch to the thing that we should be able to survive. Yep, okay. Oh, thank fuck. Ooh. This game ends now. Nice. So far, not having any performance issues. I don't think. This would appear to be checkmate. My liege. Stand down, rider. Not stating my name. Once counted to my code. I am Yui Shusetsu, and I shall be a liberator. Lord Miyamoto Lordi, I am truly sorry. With utmost regret, I must take your life. And you shall die. Fuck you. This is likely the cutscene where we introduced to some other stuff. Or is it... Okay, it's not crashed. Okay, we kind of already saw this, but that's fair. It's fine. Ooh, he's cute. Don't really have anything to say about this, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, okay, so this might... Yep, it's the pre thing to the... There you are. Papaya. Did you two interrupt to Cosmo 7? Sorry, I just got a gift sub. Papaya. Yeah, Lottie. Sorry, but I'm busy right now. Wait for me back at the house. Hey. Hey. Watch where you're standing. Well, you won't have stopped otherwise. You sure do love practicing. And you're as pushy as ever. Of course, you have to work hard and eat right. Dot 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 dot. You haven't eaten at all, have you? That's a fucking cute face, holy shit. You know better than that. Oh, that's... No excuse, I always know when you're making stuff up. Last time you said starving yourself would lead to some kind of enlightenment. And you just ended up fainting from hunger. Or did you forget? You shouldn't push yourself so hard. That was an honest mistake, but now I know how long ago. Sorry. What can I say? You're hopeless. Here, take this. Rice balls. Nice. I had a feeling this would happen, so I made some rice balls for you. Eat up and then go to work. Right, thanks for everything. I'm proud to have such a capable little sister. Really? Oh, shucks. Right, I'm on to you. You're going to eat and then go to work. Got it? Okay, okay. I'll ask Sokenoshin if there's any work. Now you head on back to the Ogasawara house. I'll get going soon too. Okay, okay. Good luck and be careful out there. Don't cause any trouble for the Ogasawaras. Ogasawaras. Let's see, we should be able to now. We're gonna make... Okay, so this is my other save file. We're gonna do this save file. Actually, this is quite fun of this. It's quite nice. Sokonoshin. Yo, Lori, I've been waiting for you. I could really use your help with something. You got time to help me out? Alright, what have you got for me this time? Well, you see? Fuck. You want me to discipline some degenerate Ronin that are planning a theft? Yeah, that's about the size of it. A lot of Ronin have been up to no good recently. They're certainly keeping me busy. We're only going to see more Ronin restoring only to violence. I have lost their standing or rank. Naturally, there'll be more Ronin. Oh yeah, but you're not like that, Lottie. You trained under the great Shinmin Musashi. Okay, so Musashi Miyamoto is in some way connected to this character. And yet you helped me for so little in return. If times hadn't changed, you would have made quite a name for yourself. This is the life I want to. I'm content with my lot. But if you think I deserve better pay, you could always add a little more. Yeah, you do deserve more, but the magistrate is pretty strict about payment. It's fine, I'm joking. You're kind to say, so thanks anyway, thanks again. These little fucking umbrellas, if I'm not mistaken, you can get them in drinks. I wanna get one of those, that'd be nice. It's kinda cool. Sneak into the house, just as planned, take any money you can find. Imitating a certain Ishikawa, are you? While you can, or you might lose your head. Who the hell are you? Get rid of him, no loose ends. I like my crowd control one. Only close up than this. Fighting for time, and if you go stance, your body will begin to shine with upgrade charging. Changing stances, while this is occurring with special effects based on the stance you're changing from. Switching to a different stance after gaining an upgrade in water will temporarily increase your attack speed. I wonder if that grants like a crowd control, like a much better attack. Marked one, so you've been chosen as well. Okay. Nice. The first instance of doing that, I failed. That should do it. Okay. Yeah, you all finished, huh? Great work as always. Quite incredible. It was actually a little scary. Yeah? Anyway, I'll be taking my pay. Hey, what happened to your hand? The back of your left hand, it's pretty bad. Bruise. A bruise? Marked. The Ronin from earlier said something like that. Ah. It's gotten pretty red. I almost never see you take a hit like that. I don't remember taking a single hit. Don't worry about it. It doesn't hurt, and I don't have the money to see a doctor anyway. If you say so. Anyway, here's today's pay. Hog. See you tomorrow. At Yoshiwara, right? The town always has trouble brewing. That's why I need someone like you. See you then. Oh, it's already been 20 minutes. Hold on. It's time to go home, I think. Dot, 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 dot. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay. Every day is a good day. Good day for ye. I've linked Kyoto and Osaka. Size. Closest is known for having numerous neighborhoods nestled within its great Straight lines, Gawa, stuff that I should know, but I am not gonna read. Did you have a good day at work? I made some rice balls for dinner. You didn't have to do all this, Kaya, but thank you. This mark doesn't hurt, but it looks darker than before. What is it? Red is asleep, eh? It can wait until tomorrow. This is hardly urgent. This little bruise isn't the end of the world. I'll eat and then go to sleep. The moon's awfully bright tonight. The moon. Is the lore that the moon relates to the Holy Grail Wars still canon? I think it would. Like, what's the best way to explain it? I don't understand it. What? Fuck me. I see. Then let me say this. Discretion is the best path of valor. I can't die yet. Present time now. The light, then he must be. Fuck yeah, Pog. I'm pogging. Smash. I suppose. You're the one who summoned me? Question mark? The light that burns late at night. Stop. Miyamoto, Lori. Who I am apparently Saber. Saber? There's no time, we must get away from here. Get away from here. Your name's Summoner? Ari, I am Miyamoto Lori. But Lori, do not fall behind. Fuck, you're fast. You said your name Saber, why? Do you not act so familiar with me? I do not recall giving you permission to call me so. So you introduce yourself. Never mind, this isn't the time. Hurry. Have you no buddies besides yourself? Have something. Oh, so we've got to collect the magic stuff. Come on, Lottie. Hey, run. Hold left control, then press B space or V or N. C, B, V. Oh, you can use fire. It's not my specialty though. Some kind of curse or spell that? It's lacking in power but quick. Good. This is much better than only swords. Okay. I keep switching to that by accident, because the usual button for during battles, strong enemies may assume defensive posture. Enemies in this state will defend against normal attacks, using heavy attacks such as spells and valor strikes to break the guards. Enemies may retaliate with deadly attack if you continue to barrage them with normal attacks without first breaking the guard. V. Also, because I wanted to look at the Rule 34 for Saber and find out who they were, I looked at that, but I'm not gonna say it here because that might be spoilers for other people. Because when Laurie is in trouble, there is a set chance for the servant to come to his aid. Fuck yes! Ah. Ara. New challenger, show yourself. I think Lancer was in Fate Apocrypha as ruler, but I could be wrong. Just very similar, like, headpiece. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Dust to dust. Like, look at that. That could be ruler from Apocrypha. That Lancer. All things shall be consumed by these flames. I might be mistaken. That spear, a Lancer, encountering 2 contestants in one night. What luck. Fall back if you value your life, body. I will handle this. Lancer, the Tenebrous Spear Wielder. Favor, the hero of the Boundless Azure. When the affinity gauge is sufficiently filled while controlling Saber, hold F and then press either B, space, V, or N to unleash a powerful affinity technique. Certain actions performed by servants will cause the affinity gauge to deflate. It can be filled by attacking enemies or by being attacked. It will also fill while controlling Lori. Now we can, let's do V. We could easily just do this with Saber. I guess we can only really do the V one. Okie dokie. Hey Cole, how are you? I like to say I'm all seeing, so I do apologize. At this rate, all of Asakusa will be drowned in this sea of flames. What should I do? Nori, concentrate. Sends another. You really want this land? Do you, Lancer? Then come and have a taste. I'm pretty sure I almost beat her. Fucking hell. It's just it would be anticlimactic if you're intended to beat her. It should work as a good reoccurring person. Should I turn my stream? Oi, hey. You have no intention of stopping then? So be it. No. Woo! This is pretty fucking hype. This is Noble Phantasm. Yamada! Well. Fuck yes! But it's kind of shitty that the thing got used. So you can hear the people fucking crying. Good God. What just happened? Let us retreat, Master. The waxing moon ritual should remain hidden from prying eyes. We shall retreat as well, Rider. Miyamoto Lori has not yet come into his own as an aspirant, as a master. Understood. Lord Lori, your life is forfeit when next we meet. So next we meet, that should be a death fight. Okay. You think to escape? I won't allow it. Wait, Saber? Hog. Damn, only level 4? Fuck. Lori, why do you not give chase against me? They do not stand a chance. Do you intend to destroy the whole town? Resin, don't do that again. Don't draw that out of the water sheath again. What? What? Look around you. This isn't the place for something so destructive. I don't understand. That is my strongest weapon, a powerful sword that lays low on any enemy. I know little of this era, but how do I put it? I suppose you could call it a trump card? A trump card? All the more reason not to use it. You think so? But if I don't, it's no different from a simple bronze sword, right? Would a simple sword reduce the house trouble? So his reasoning is a bit, it's like more realistic, but in like Fate Apocrypha, they generally don't use their in like Fate Apocrypha. I've noticed they've mentioned they don't really use their noble phantasms as much, and they also try to avoid civilians being in the mix. I think I think Laurie's virtues end up influencing the following Holy Grail wars that would happen in future, based like basically his standards. Does a simple house reduce it? Would a simple sword reduce the house to rubble? Just don't use it, okay? Are you sure? For sure. Also, because he did mention like that he wasn't familiar with the era. Like in later Holy Grail wars, the servants when they are summoned, they get a better understanding of the era. They get a better. What I'm trying to say is, I have a theory that 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 Laurie's wish will be to set very basic standards for Holy Grail Wars. But I don't really know because I have not beaten this game. I have yet to beat it. Will never survive the waxing range ritual. Hmm. Uh, the waxing moon ritual. Yes, you've already been chosen, Lottie. The mark on the back of your left hand is proof. You've become a summoner, a master, who will participate in the waxing ritual. Also, my assumptions come from the way our our saber appears to act. Uh, my theory is kind of weakened by dialogue preceding this section. Or I guess like these interactions. You've okay. Maximum ritual. Gonna say it like 4 times. Heard that foreign women mention it earlier. What is it? It's a spell of monumental proportion. 7 masters fight until only one remains. A battle to the death. Yui was who attacked you, and the man who hid his face are both masters from this world. Huh. So with Fate Apocrypha, the main character enters it out of kind of by technicality. Yeah, I've noticed that the main characters for at least this and Apocrypha, they're kind of put in this into this situation, and then they continue to work with the situation afterwards. Yui, who attacked you, and the man who hid his face are both masters from this world. This world? Masters are of this world. Those like me from beyond to act as their blades. We are heroic spirits or servants. Though we died, we are given another fleeting life. You and I are partners, regrettable though it may be. Summoners, masters, servants, strong spirits, died, fleeting life. There is no coming back from death, what are you saying? The dead can do nothing but moan about their grudges and regrets. I've never heard of a ghost that walks, talks, and nearly destroys towns. Look at the nerve on you thinking me a meek ghost. Heroic spirits are just as the name implies, souls of great heroes. At least that's how I understand it. Who was that warrior in black from before? That was also a spirit, and that gloomy woman too, no doubt. Some were treated as heroes when they were alive, while others were revered only after death. So like Jack the Ripper, despite them obviously not really being treated like a hero, would have at least been revered. So that's why Jack the Ripper is a possible thing. Same with I think Frankenstein, Stein's monster. Well, others were only were revered after death. Either way, they are heroic spirits, beings who have surpassed common men. Then your powers is not some sort of magic. My power is my own. From my head to the tips of my toes, through me. Strength flows through me. By now you should have understood. However you measure it, you are weak compared to a heroic spirit. Well, I don't understand. I don't understand any of this, but what happens if we survive to the end? Your wish comes true. But the waxing moon made manifest through the ritual grants you your wish. Any wish at all can be granted, the final surviving pair will gain that power. Okay, so with Fate Apocrypha, the way it would differ from this is because twice the amount of people were participants, like there was twice the amount of masters than like a normal one. It'd start off as a faction sort of deal, and then it obviously ends as a free for all, like in this Holy Grail war or waxing moon ceremony. If I had to understand, any wish at all can be granted. The final surviving pair will gain that power. Or so we are told. You wish, eh? Yes, a wish. From the look on your face, I see you've taken an interest. Do you have a wish as well? No? Of course not. I do. If I answered the summons as a servant, then surely I must. But I seem to have forgotten it. Forgot? Yeah, I forgot. Saber doesn't seem to be lying, but that wish must not have meant much to you if you've forgotten it already. That's the... You are, huh? The type with a serious face and sour attitude. I'm just being honest. You, you never run out of things to say. No matter, I've had enough standing around. Talking, Lonnie, show me to your home. Right, now wait a minute. You want to be staying at my house from now on? Yes, naturally. Let's say that's how this is going to be. What are you making a face for? Let's get going. Ooh. So this is what a house looks like in this age, huh? It's just... Are they normally sort of... It's like, this is a house in this age. Are they normally sewn down? No, this is the handiwork of the warrior in black. Only it would look a little better. Saber really came with me. About what we were discussing earlier. Is there anything else you can tell me about the ritual? No? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing, I don't know anything else. There has to be more, there must be something else, surely. Even stage contests held with witless lords have more to them than this. I wonder if he would have worked better as a rogue spirit. Okay, I'm in no position to say this, but I feel the same. There's very little to be known. Anyway, let me ask you this, Laurie. What will you be regarding the waxing ceremony? Will you foil the other masters and servants that desire the waxing moon's power? Heroic spirits might be heroes brought back from the dead. If they're going to fight each other over this waxing moon ritual, a lot of people in Edo could die. Kaya could die. It is evil and must not be allowed, that much I know. I cannot allow Edo to become a sea of fire that goes against the path of peace. That's what you have to say. I have some reservations about that. was a good and honest answer, Lottie. You are alarmingly feeble, but I recognize you as my master. Feeble. I'm gonna, I'm gonna have to have Fable defined. Lacking physical strength, especially as a age as of age or illness, lacking strength of character, of a sound fate, lacking physical strength, mental strength, frail, weak, inadequate, unconvincing, feeble excuses. Okay. So, I know it's feeble, but I've never been one to stand up for myself. Um, her feeble cries of pain, but now he was too feeble to leave his room. Okay, so if I had to guess, it would be the third option of, I know it's feeble, but I've never been one to stand up for myself. If I had to guess, that's what he means by feeble. Hmm. Uh, I, yeah, okay. Hmm. Then, first things first, would like to know your name. Rock spirits are great heroes from the past. Who are you? Who was I? You can't tell? Then forget about it. It seems I'm not worthy of a name. It seems I'm not worthy of a name. Like that pose problem when I need to call for you. Hey, or you both work fine. Oh, little cute little face. After all, you are weak, Lottie. Okay, so if I had to guess, that's just weak as in, like not much strength. So, because they're not really gonna say it in this instance, I might as well say it here. That is a man. That that pretty little pretty person with the very long single braid is a man, just like how Astolfo is a man. Very appealing. Hmm. Troll, you're a weak lady? I'd get nothing by revealing my name to a weak master. Yeah, let's see what if so weak master. Gutless, soft, spineless, timid, weak, or a weak person. They're not very confident or determined, so that they are often frightened or worried or easily influenced by other people. He was a nice doctor, but a weak man. He wasn't going to stick his neck out. You have been conditioned to believe that it is weak to be scared. So, I'm not entirely certain what. Okay. Say you were captured by enemies, you probably end up exposing your name or you'd be turned into their puppet. Which is why I can't tell you my name. Is your name really that important? Yes. Say also, do you actually think I'll get captured? If your enemy is weak, you captured him. That's all the more true for a master. Would you come rescue me if I were captured? Your presence makes no difference in my ability to fight, Lottie. If my master was to die, that would be one less thing to worry about. If I had to guess, the saber only has experience as a spirit who is summoned. It was summoned by the Grail itself, rather than being summoned by a master. Because these assumptions are a bit weird for them to have, unless the assumptions are kind of explained why it happens later in the game. I'd have to just have a very baseless theory. were to die, that would be one less thing to worry about. You enough compared to you, I'm like a sheet of paper fit to blow away on a breeze. Paper? What's paper? Is it something that flies through the air? You don't know? Coming from the past, Saber must not know about these things. But not knowing anything about the present could become problematic. Would have been nice if they were given a chance to fill in the gaps before those gaps beforehand. So, also another thing. So another thing for my theory of him winning and having his good wish granted and making the fucking Grail Wars based on the standards. Yeah, these are good ideas that are used in different iterations of Fate. So it's not like these aren't used, it just seems like this might be before those standards were set. You got quiet all of a sudden, are you feeling sleepy? Hey, Lottie, hello. Such things do happen, the waxing return ritual is still under experimentation after all. If Lancer had no interest in that speed, we could have uncovered clues about their true names. In any case, it is safe to say that the 7 summoners have finally been chosen. Also, in later bits of lore, it's indicated that these wars do happen elsewhere, which can be assumed because obviously in Fate there's like a thousand different fucking stories about the Grail Wars. In the case that 7 summoners, in the case it is safe to say that 7 summoners have finally been chosen. My lord Sushi Mikado. Sushi Mikado. I'm gonna have to search this up just so I can understand this shit. It's pronounced Suchi Mikado. Suchi Mikado. Suchi Mikado. There are videos on how to fucking pronounce this. Holy shit. What the fuck? Hello, Cove. Oh, this is color, I see. When did you get color on your weird emote? Wow, you've even Cove? Hope you're well. Notice that I sound a little bit weird. Okay. Yeah, I've finally colored it. Nice, nice, mate. Nice, love to see it. My lord Sushi Mikado, I am most grateful for your report, Shusetsu. Tell me, how is it that they escaped from right under my nose? As to that, your attendant seems quite upset about this matter as well. So, I'm playing Fate, Culve. Playing a Fate game. With all due respect, killing them with their ignorance would be a mercy, a most benevolent master. Yes, Fate. I believe I have told you already, Ryder. Killing an aspirant who is unaware that they are a master runs counter to my code. As you wish. Fish cannot live in a sterile water and grain cannot grow in stone. You be careful lest your code of honor prove to be your own undoing. So, so the main character is paired with a femboy. Let us return with haste, Rider. We have no time to tarry. Dally. Moment, we have unsavory company. Ha. Anything new on your end, by the way? Swords first and questions later, eh? What if I was just some innocent passerby? Um, is that headpiece normal in Fate? I'm uncertain, because I reckon she'd be the same as Ruler in. Serious, to be honest. That's fair. That's fair. A Lancer and their master. What business would you have with me at this point, Lighthouse? I reckon we could probably um watch Giguk's entire timeline of Fate if you want. What else had but to ambush you? Though yeah, already failed. I did watch that video. Watch that. Fucking hilarious. Yeah. Quite the daring ambush it was, be it at as it may. Still know nothing about it though. So I got into Fate through Fate Apocrypha, which you can obviously watch on Netties. So I guess if like, how the fuck do you get into Fate? Into like where do you? What's the in? I need to rewatch the video once I'm able to make a save. If it is a fight you want, we can settle the matter quickly enough. Righto. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of the thing. So once I'm able to, got spirit, no mistake. But I'm not about to face that one head on. I'm gonna put on the video once I'm able to. Yes. .c. Yeah. .c. What the fuck? Then what are your intentions? Why not to take a trip down memory lane, Yui Shisetsu? How do you know my name? Who are you? Kiemon. Kiemon. I think not family name. It was burnt to ash for everything else in Shimabara. Who the fuck is this guy? You are the Cyber of Shimabara? You must know of Lord Mori Suiken. Suiken. I know him well. You ready to reminisce now? Lord Shimon, I believe we have no of much to discuss. As soon as we have the capacity to, we should make a save. I was your age when I came to live by the sword. I may have continued that life if war persisted. But the world changed in so much that way. Niten Ichiru is no merely swordplay. It is the Musashi precept of ensuring peace. Remember that? I'm gonna keep peace, buddy. You are special, your mind works differently. You possess the flexibility to embrace the new, the ability to revere the old, and the gentleness to yearn for peace. Above all, you sense the rational path forward. I adopted you because I saw your potential. I hoped to train you into a worthy opponent. It was not out of love, not compassion. Master? But in the end, you were too kind. Were I young, perhaps I could. Master? My teachings offer you nothing but pain. If you were to come across such a fate, old bug, you would so readily accept it. Fate. Save people of all things. So that's what they mean by feeble. They mean just less, not standing up for themselves much. Lori, you were born in the wrong age. Wise beyond his years. Did you say the femboy, Culve? Gonna say the femboy. Eric, you, master, up, can you hear me? He is already, that was so long ago. Wake up already, Lori. Smash. Morning, Saber. Well, what are your thoughts, Carl? What are your thoughts on the femboy? Don't call me whatever, it's late, Lori. This bodes ill for the future. How could little skirmish wear you out so much? Good grief. I think next time I'll pour salt water in your eyes. I wouldn't advise that. I might draw my sword in the confusion. Oh, now, Lori drawing a blade. Draw on me, and I might cut you clean in half. You might be right. So let's rethink the whole saltwater thing. Very well. Anyway, you need to hurry up and get out of bed. For what purpose? I'll be staying at your house from now on. Said so. You said so last night, remember? We've slept and awoken, so next would be eating. Yes, it's time for breakfast. The lack of a bed, at least lack of multiple beds, would indicate that they slept in the same bed. Nice. That's pretty nice. So get cooking, Lottie. Lottie, all the houses around here have been destroyed. I guessed? I wouldn't say guessed. Came here yesterday. Kaya, why are you here again? My house is in shambles too. What in the world happened? Right, last night. I was attacked by some inhuman being. It's not something I can tell Kaya about. It's pretty clear. An angry fungus the god dropped about lightning around here, which caused the panic from last night, right, Lori? So it was lightning. And more importantly, who is she? So pretty, wow. This is without a doubt. Did you bring a woman home? Saber, I presume that you are Lori's younger sister. So pretty. My name is Kaya. Lori's yes, we're siblings. So, may I spend the marriage ceremony with my brother will be held? This isn't how we act in front of guests. Something important to discuss with Saber. Sorry, but please go home. Important to discuss as your little sister. Oh fuck, I'm stupid. As your little sister, I must hear that conversation. Oh, what should I do? I might not be ready to welcome such a beautiful big sister. This big sister thing is in you, all in your head. Go home ready, Scoot. What are you so flustered about, Lottie? It's nothing, I shall protect your sister. That's not the problem. There's no need for you to get involved at all, really. If you go and hide somewhere, I can handle everything myself. You've seen Ryder and Dancer with your own eyes. Surely you realize that you're no match for them. It'd be concerning if you thought you could hold your own against them. What are you talking about? Why not clean those ears and listen for a change? You certainly talk big saber. Who's that? So much talking. Ah, I guess this does make sense because the original Fate game is obviously a visual novel, so there'd be a lot of this style talking. It's old grandpa, it's old book grandpa. So now you're awake. You're an awfully heavy sleeper if all that commotion didn't wake you up. All that shaking felt like a good massage, and I was snoring before I knew it. What is that? It's a book. A book? Yes, a foreign style document. Japanese documents are thinner and bend more. Oh, I see people have stopped writing on wood in this age then. On wood? Saber must be from really ancient times to not know what books are. Don't stare so hard, you're making me blush. Suppose a venerable book like myself must expect intense stares from time to time. This is a book. To think that times change so much that documents are now able to talk and fly. How astonishing. Oh no, books don't fly or talk, at least not normal books. But here's a bit strange. So it's some kind of monster. Even mountain legend enchant called Strange and monster still stings. Gramps, red, or rather the Crimson Codex is an heirloom. I got about beast 20-ish minutes. Beard is bugging me, so I'm gonna lop it off. Have fun, Calv. Have fun chopping your beard. You fucking bit of venison. Was that a mean thing to say? I'm sorry. Here I am from my foster father. I don't know what language it's written in, and gave up trying to read it, but one day it suddenly spoke to me. Honest, I wasn't surprised. Being able to communicate verbally, it's easier than reading a book. Afterwards, Gramps taught me how many things by learning the meridians of my body. I mastered Katon in half a year. So on. Fireball, that's the fire spell you used last night, which means this book is your magic teacher. Since you have a teacher, how about making magic your calling from now on? It'll probably serve you much better than the sword. My calling is to be a swordsman no matter how weak I may be. Swordsman. By the way, I have to do something about the house. It's totally open to thieves and dirt outside. You're right, I can't even have breakfast with the house in the state. Oh, Lottie, why not take this opportunity to make the house into a magecraft workshop? Smith needs a forge, and the mage needs a magecraft workshop. Workshop, what's that again? Don't you remember when Good Gramps said it's something like a forge for a mage? It's also supposed to act as a fortress of sorts. Just so, Mage's Workshop is an impenetrable stronghold. Only a third-rate mage lets his base be known to outsiders. I'll turn this shack into a fortress hidden in plain sight. As if a spell to fly your own fences would be most welcome. Willing to get along this, but well, we'll need materials to build the workshop. We can't build something from nothing. Fair enough. As for money, yesterday's haul should cover it. Time for a shopping spree. Will I get to see the inside of it? Inside of the shitty house? I guess not. Shit. Okay, so there is nothing on this side that we have to worry about. Since there's no... It's nothing there. Quite quaint. Section. Okay. Hello and welcome. Bye. Butterfly wing, butterfly wing. You sure want some strange things, but I certainly appreciate it. It's not a good side. Favorite beard is bugging me? That's fair. Bad control. Upgrade in each bench for simply stop enemy attacks from struggling and reduce enemies. Just need one more raid and I'll be there. Each town has its own supply trial. Welcome back. Did you get everything needed? Yeah, I should have it all. Well then, time to get started. Yes, that should do. Should be fine. It's more spacious, but you've knocked down the walls of the next house over. Who cares? Nobody lives there anyway. A workshop needs its space. I'll need to have it return to its original state after the ritual is over. Next order of business, let me teach you a thing or two about the workshop. And me what's your lorry? Okay, so this. Acquire skills to keep your stats and abilities at their strongest. This can be acquired by leveling up. Attacks, okay, knocks a spell that gradually restores. Let's just get this. Stores HP. Same. Just stores HP instantly when exploring. Down. Okay, so it's like maybe 12 minutes or some shit. I don't know. Are you two going to keep talking? Breakfast is already ready. Right, well, it was cooking, so you two can enjoy a little of the meal together. I think it's not like that. See you later, Saber. Please look after my brother. Actually, Saber could be considered like a normal one. So, it goes well with the rice. Thank you for the meal. How long are you going to talk about food? What about the waxing food? Fight on an empty stomach, isn't that common saying in this stage? Skip on food and you will remain weak forever, Lottie. Get out. Got something about that all the time. At any rate, we need to decide on a plan of action. As in how to intend to compete in the waxing ritual? Ritual? Exactly. So in that case, there's something I should tell you. Being summoned to the battlefield, whatever may happen, my victory is assured. Specialize defeating enemy masters and servants, nothing else matters. By that, you mean the citizens of Edo don't exist in your thinking. I'm glad you understand. Seriously? What? It's so painful there. So to make sure nothing happens, ref, I already had your intentions last night. And I know what I must do next. Alright, I'm heading out. Huh? Was this workshop not built for you to hide and protect yourself? And money, there will be no food to eat. You understand that much, right? And money, alright. The metal objects used to weapons. Saber is a warrior from the Heian era. Money wasn't common back then. To work as swordman? Close, but not quite. There's no fighting to the death. I'm helping the constables. The constables enforce the law. You know, today I'm heading to Yoshiwara. Constable Yoshiwara. So you really understand, but you're going to help with something. You keep. Which here, Saber, I took care of this by myself. What's wrong? Think I'll go as well? Yes, it would be better if I went. I should go. I've got a funny feeling besides. It's not your place to decide what I do. Fair enough. Decided. That's right. I'm not accustomed to this Edo place. You can show me around. It's your town after all, so you should know all about it, right? Fine, you win. I'll show you around. Don't get in the way of my work. If I don't money, there'll be no miso soup nor rice. Miso soup and rice are vitally important. Alright, then I promise I won't get in your way. Cool, when you're prepared, I'm ready when you are. Yeah, this is Lori and Saver's base operations. You can acquire skills in the workshop, review the story at your bookshelf, take a rest, and do various other activities. More things become available as the story progresses. Let's make a save, because we've got to be around now when when Cole will be. Okay, so because I'm playing some Fate, might as well react to. Okay, let's look at some Gigook. See the entire timeline. Just look. Holy shit! This is actual. Being an actual
video
streamer.
is sponsored by Honkai Impact 3rd. Gamers, gacha gamers. Yes. You know me, I love my 2D girls, and Honkai Impact 3rd.
I'm not surprised that he gets a sponsorship from Hoyo. It's just like this is 3 years ago. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I hope he continues to get like well-paying sponsorships. He's a pretty good guy, from my knowledge.
Has the cream of the crop, a free-to-play 3D action role-playing mobile game developed and published by MiHoYo, the same makers of Genshin Impact, which, speaking of which, they're having a collaboration event right now. Fischl will be joining as a new Valkyrie with her companion Ozzy, along with Kaching, where you can free more powerful forces for.
I thought Fischl was from Honkai. Fuck, I must have been on something when I made that assumption.
Kaching to fight against the enemy, which includes the more powerful the Wolf of the North in this world. And, most amazingly, both of these characters are completely free! Sorry, what does this word mean? I've never heard this word before as a gacha gamer. New players who join the game now can win over 100 free.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so watching this will be a bit painful because I've spent my at least $100 on in the context of gacha games. Not much compared to others. Like there are people who have spent around half a million dollars on gacha games. I just don't really have a consistent job, so like $100 is kind of like That could be better spent for food or some shit.
Free supply cards by completing missions and can even enter a sweepstake to win a big mystery prize. And also from July 12th to August 12th, Honkai Impact 3rd will be collaborating with bubble tea brand Kung Fu Tea in the US and Canada.
Ooh,
So you can join the event for a chance to win limited merch and an iPhone 12. So, what are you waiting for? Download Honkai Impact 3rd today and join the events to win some great prizes. Links and info in the description below. And with that said, let's get on with the video. The Fate series is one of the most expansive franchises in all of anime. In between all the games, anime, manga, light novel, visual novels, spin-offs, it's probably one of the most
Wait. I don't really see.
daunting franchises for any newbie to try to get into. A little while ago, I made a joke skit called Trying to Understand the Fate franchise, based around how confusing the entire thing looked for an outsider looking in. And satire aside, it was based on many real-life conversations I've actually had with Fate fans trying to explain the franchise to newcomers. And every time that happens, I always hear, do you want the long version or do you want the short version? Because everyone asks for the short version, but even the short version for an outsider can seem like a convoluted mess of information.
Yeah, that does tend to happen with a lot of stuff. Like obviously, Fate's an easy example. Look at that beautiful face. Hmm. I'm trying to think of what would be like that, but yeah, when you have like a successful franchise, obviously it's gonna be a bit iffy on trying to get on for new people to get into it.
Thought you were going to give me the short version. This is the short.
Also, that was a massive nothing burger, so it's like one point removed in the whole fucking reacting standards.
Short version. But ever since I made that video, and because no one ever actually asked for it, I've always wondered to myself, what is the long version?
And immediately regretted my
The
decision.
franchise fascinates me. Originally created by Kinoku Nasu, what started as just a single eroge visual novel has turned into a multi-billion-dollar franchise.
A eroge visual novel, so it was either softcore or borderline pornographic. Okay.
With more media than any sane person can wrap their head around. I mean, just look at all this shit. Can you see how many there is? There's at least 5. So it can be easy to forget how and why people became fans in the first place.
Closer to
That many
10.
newcomers may even forget to ask, what is Fate even about? Don't worry, I got you. The basic premise revolves around a bunch of mages who can summon heroic spirits from Earth's real history or legends to do battle over the Holy Grail, a mythical wish-granting device in what is called the Holy Grail War. Basically, it's a bunch of mages spending all their V-Bucks to organize the ultimate Fortnite, Apex Legend, fucking Minecraft, Hunger Games, Battle Royale between all your favorite people from history and legend.
Ah, that's surprisingly straightforward.
To create the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. God, I hope my audience isn't too young to understand that reference. And the Holy Grail War is just basically Nasu going, what? Let's just cut the video there. That's all you need to know about Fate. However, the background and lore of the entire Fate universe is...
Oh, right, that reminds me, I don't mind, it's kind of pointless because it's just a statue they have of Saber of Red in Fate Apocrypha.
unimaginably deeper than that.
Mordred,
so much so that every single spin-off, anime, manga, novel, every single piece of Fate's media takes place in a coherent universe fitting somewhere on a grand timeline, which is also shared with Nasu's other works, creating this grand universe known only as the Nasuverse. So you know what I thought would be a good idea? What if I tried explaining the entire Fate timeline?
I just had the thought, how much would it actually cost, like in terms of money, to get into Fate in its entirety? Like, not thinking about the gacha games, because the gacha games of Fate don't have a pity system, so it'd be kind of just a money sink. Like, all the other bits of media, how much would it cost to get to get all the content from start to finish of tons of, like the whole story. Like, fuck. I'm not saying straight. I'm just gonna play.
Keyword being thought, implying it was me in the past tense. It was a shit idea. Explaining all the Fate lore and timeline in detail would take hours and hours. I mean, just look at some of these wiki pages. This isn't a wiki page, it's a fucking light novel. Saber lore. That time some slag at a pond threw a sword at me and I accidentally became the fucking King of England. So this is more like the long, short version. Or is it the short, long version? Or is it the medium version? It's an excuse to justify all the countless hours I've put into this hellhole. Obviously, there is
Fair enough.
going to be spoilers, but I'm going to try and keep it focused on the lore and universe and where every series fits in the timeline, rather than what actually happens in any individual series. So hopefully it won't spoil your experience too much if you decide to walk into hell with us. So with that
You mean heaven? Yeah, that was a very cheap joke.
said, let's start explaining all of Fate. It's not too late now, Garn. All we have to do is just turn the camera off and delete the file and no one will ever have to know. You see that, Giguk? That was Giguk 3 months ago. I've been putting off filming this for 3 fucking months. Just kill me now. Oh, 3 fucking months. This is my dissertation all over again. Hello and welcome to my TED Talk. To be introduced
I was gonna say his shirt is the type of shit people would actually wear on a stage for stuff like this.
the Fate timeline,
Massive nothing burger. I just wanted to point that out.
I'm going to be cosplaying the most powerful servant in the history of the Fate timeline, Steve Handjobs. But before we get to the Fate timeline, there
Oh, I would have known it, that was intentional if I didn't fucking pause it. Okay.
are a few core concepts we need to bang out first so everything makes sense. Firstly is Akasha. See, Fate exists in this grand world of magic and mages where you can summon heroic beings from the past, present, and future, and all of this derives from Akasha. What is Akasha? See, Akasha is this metaphysical place that exists outside of time and dimensions that is the source of all events and all the souls in all timelines, and I like using big words to make me sound smart. Basically, everything that's ever happened and everyone you know, you can thank Akasha for it. 2020 as a whole? Thanks, Akasha!
My anal fishes? Thanks, Akasha.
The Chad himself, Chug Jug's Fortnite remix? Thanks, Akasha! That one time in class you thought you had a silent fart, but you ripped out a fat one and everyone heard it and stared at you and your brain still reminds you about it every time you were about to sleep? Fuck you, Akasha. So
Oh, that could apply with a lot of my issues. That's good. Fuck you, Akasha.
instead of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff, this is more like wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, goopy galaxy, diddly dimension, rickety reality stuff. Where every timeline and every reality exists at the same time, meaning there are no spin-offs, every fate is canon, life is aligned, yes, that smutty dojin of Minamoto going ada ada on the order is canon in some timeline. You can't.
Oh, so the Dojins are canon. That's good to know. So all the Dojins are canon. That would include. I need to figure out the tags. Yes. Okay, I found one that could be close. So that would mean 520592 is canon. Thanks, Akasha. Thanks, Akasha. Okay, that's a good way to look at it.
Can't prove me otherwise. Are you with me? Good. This is important because the end goal of every mage in the Fate universe is to find a way to reach the root of Akasha. But Giga, why do all mages want to find the root of Akasha? Well, I'm glad you asked, probably confused viewer. I really hope you're not confused.
Everyone wants the root. Maybe not Akasha's root, but everyone has wanted the root at some stage.
Right now, this is just the beginning. Well, this would be a good time to talk about the magic system that exists in the Nasiverse, because as we all know, in this universe, mages exist and use magecraft, aka magic. Right? Wrong. Incorrect. Erroneous. Mistaken. I can't think of any more words off the top of my head. What are you, an idiot?
A boner is like at least the old worldy meaning for boner.
Why would anyone assume that magic and magecraft are the same thing? Look at this guy. Typical man that can't tell the difference between magic and magecraft. No. You got magecraft, the weak sauce imitation butter. Ooh, I can't believe it's not magic. And then you got the Chad and true magic. This is the top tier gourmet shit. This is the shit real mages want to use. The kind of shit Gordon Ramsay has to taste off and goes, finally.
Oh, so that basically means that mages generally can't use magic, they can just use magecraft. He definitely did just explain it. I just wanted to try and say it aloud to get my brain to understand that.
Some good fucking magic. But this premium shit can only be achieved by mages who view Akasha. And once someone gets that magic, that path to Akasha is cut off, and then the magic can only be used by the direct descendants of that original mage. Basically, no one has real magic, and they're trying to get to the root of Akasha so they can stop using the peasant dollar store magecraft shit. Oh man, what if the
That's funny.
third magic was just the power to create fate porn? But what's stopping all...
Okay, so since that's going to continue being mentioned, I'm going to continue to mention. Let's see, so 501466, that root of magic, to make that'd be kind of cool. 515649. That root of magic, kind of cool.
Mages from getting to this mythical place called Akasha? Well, you have this thing called the counterforce. This is kind of like a safety mechanism that stops the world from going extinct because the Earth is actually alive and has a will, and don't worry about that right now. And the counterforce itself is made up of two parts: the collective unconscious will of humanity itself to survive, Alaya, and the will of the planet itself, Gaia, online. Why is this important? Because the counterforce has powerful defense mechanisms, like being able to summon heroic spirits from Earth's history in order to defend itself, which we call servants. Sound familiar?
I understood that reference.
So it'll intervene anyone trying to get to Akasha, aka the Goopy Galaxy Timey-Wimey.
So rogue spirits, I guess, would be the defense mechanism. I'm pretty fucking stupid, so I don't really grasp that much.
Place, and mages have to find a way around it. Are you with me? Are you with me? Good. If you're already confused, may I introduce to you the phrase everyone in the Fate fandom holds in the highest esteem as the holiest words in our gospel.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Why is the
Fuck
cast
yes.
of Fate Night sharing a nice wholesome meal instead of trying to brutally murder each other? Don't worry about it. How do reality bubbles work? Don't worry about it. What is the moon? Don't worry about it. No, please don't worry about it. Please don't ask me what the moon is. I'm not gonna fucking talk about the moon.
Sorry about that. I think the sound of my lime coke kind of went through the mic. But yeah, Fate Last Encore is the only instance of Fate that I'm even aware of that is based on the moon, where the main character is. Actually, no, I shouldn't spoil that because it's kind of like the grand reveal of so-and-so is so-and-so.
So, to recap, you have Akasha, the timey-wimey...
Like, towards the end of it, it is explained, but, just like early on, it's best to assume everything's normal.
Galaxy rickety reality place that every mage is trying to get to so they can use the top tier gourmet true magic. But the only thing stopping them is the counterforce, which they have to try and find a way around. Did you get all that? This is all the background information you need to know before we start the timeline. Jesus Christ, we
That's
haven't
good
even
to know.
started the timeline yet. You know, originally I wanted to visualize the timeline physically by having things stuck against the wall strung together with a string or something like that, like you see in that Always Sunny meme. But then I soon realized I don't have a wall big enough. So that's why I'm using the green screen. Definitely not because I want to rip off Nakey Jakey. Now starting.
I wanna do that. That would be kind of cool actually. I wanna steal Giguk's initial idea. Have a nice fucking wall.
Right at the beginning, before any mages, before any servants, before any Holy Grail wars, you have the Age of God. So yeah, apparently right at the beginning of Fate lore, there was this period of time where gods roamed the earth with man, mythical creatures existed, and I shit you not, physics apparently just wasn't a thing. Yeah, apparently this thing called mystery governed the law of the world, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Don't worry about it. Like, I just imagine in my head some ancient humans trying to let go of an apple and physics tries to drop it and mystery's like, no. We do not do that here. And then the apple just flies off to fucking Narnia. But everything changed when the Sefer Nation attacked. Or just Sefer. This next time period.
So my initial theory would likely shatter based on this. Actually, you know what? I need to look into Fate as a whole more than just this to get an understanding of that.
It's called Deterioration. This titan called Sephra invaded and destroyed most of the world and was only beaten back by this mighty sword called Excalibur. After the attack, the gods weaken a bit, mystery starts to wane, and physics is like, yo, is anyone gonna drop that apple?
I'm gonna check if I have any food. Be right back. So I have a whole packet of. Let me show you all guys. Let me show you. Where is my camera? Okay, so right, no, it is my camera is not adjusted for this. Got some cupcakes. Oh, okay, now I have an excuse to actually show my statue. What's the appropriate way to angle this? Goes like this. Holy fuck. Didn't realize it was like that. Which is crazy. Oh hey, are you back? You know what, since you're back, I'll just activate this again. Are you cold? This is my Mordred from Fate. And my cupcakes. And I have gone. Lunch. Oh, thank you. Alright, so I was watching the Fate thing. It now occurs to me that I need more information about Fate to really understand it. Need much more information. That is a the use to munch.
Which takes us to separation. So the gods
Wait, no.
in physics is like, yo, is anyone going to drop that apple? Which takes us to separation. So the gods are a little pissed that they can't go down to Earth anymore because they're so weak. So they make Gilgamesh, who's 2/3 god. Gods don't give a shit about maths, apparently, with the intention of making him the keystone to connect the gods and the humans. Now,
No, I'm just gonna do it in wordsmiths. The fuck? An amount that is equal to 2 out of 3 parts of it. Okay.
for anyone not familiar with the Fate verse, how can I
Shit, I feel kind of shitty for not realizing to do this. Okay, so I'm just gonna paste this. Pin this. No. Sorry, got a credit.
Gilgamesh? You know that one meme, is this some peasant joke I'm too poor to understand? Well, imagine if that meme was reincarnated as a person. That's good. So yeah, he decides to rebel and the gods were like, no. This guy doesn't want to take orders from us? No, come on, you're joshing us right now. This is a prank. Come on, where are the hidden cameras?
That's... Honestly, that's kind of the fucking base.
I'm on MTV Punk'd, aren't I? And so with that, the gods cannot interfere with humans anymore. And thus begins the Age of Man. From the year 0 AD, the human population explodes, magic and magecraft is replaced with science, and most importantly, physics exists now, guys!
Yay!
I was meant to buy a party popper, but I completely forgot to. Alan, can you edit a party popper in this video, please? Thank you. That's right, screw your mystery. I have E equals MC squared. Okay, remember right at the beginning of this video when I said the Fate franchise was about this thing called the Holy Grail? Well, we can finally start talking about the Holy Grail. See, the
Yippee!
Grail is touted as this omnipotent, magical, wish-granting device, and that's only partially true. See, around the 1800s, these epic magic gamer girls, called the Einsburns family, figured out a way to the root of Akasha. That place that gives you true epic gamer magic. By using the Holy Grail to summon 7 heroic spirits and then sacrifice them, and using that mana to summon an even greater grail called the Greater Grail, which has access to the root of Akasha. But of course, all the various magic gamer girls and boys couldn't agree on who would actually get access to this magic, so they decided to have a meeting to decide. One could even say that it was a magic. The Gathering. Or in Fate, we just call this the Holy Grail War. Which finally leads us to the timelines to all the wars so far. Oh, I can't believe I flunked world history and I'm about to recite the entire history of some fictional war that happened. Okay, so you got like the first
Yeah, you know, fuck, I can't even. I was gonna try and be all funny, be like, heck, oh, I didn't major in history. I majored in fate history, but that wouldn't sound right. It sounds really fucking cringy out loud.
Holy Grail War, which happened around the 1800s.
I got heck.
This is when the 3 main mage families, the Einsburns, the Toesuckers, and the Matos, couldn't agree on who could get access to the Grail. So they were like, guys, we've got a bunch of servants lying about. Tournament arc, tournament arc, tournament arc, tournament arc, tour! This was hardly what you'd call an actual war though, and more like a 3 AM brawl at the local mage pub, which ended because everyone got bored and time ran out. Then came the Second Holy Grail War in the 1860s with the same parties involved, but this time everyone went a bit fucking mental because everyone died, nobody won, and future generations were like, wait a minute, do we need rules? What the fuck is a Geneva Convention? Then came the Third Holy Grail War in the 1930s where the church gets involved.
Is this in the games, or is the anime, or is it like all? I think he said it was all, but
Because they're just like,
let's see. Remnant. Initial release 2023. This was free. This video was 3 years ago, so okay, that's why it isn't mentioned because it wouldn't have been there yet.
Are you using the term Holy Grail? God, are we allowed to copy strike that? And everyone's happy with that because they can enforce the rules. So the church is like, all right, gamers, I want a fair fight. No going for the eyes, no kicking below the belt, and for God's sakes, no summoning any illegal servants. So then the Einsburns summon an illegal servant. And so they get this totally new servant called Angramayu, aka the Angry Mango, who's meant to be this super badass, ultra OP new servant that auto wins them the war, except lol, JK is actually super weak and dies, and is literally so angry he gives the Grail food poisoning. Then we got the Fourth Holy Grail War, which is basically just the events of Fate Zero. I'm not going to spoil what happens in it. And finally, we have the Grand Sugar Daddy that birthed everything we're talking about. The Fifth Holy Grail War, aka the events of Fate Stay Night. Following Shiro fighting in it using his power of friendship and fucking, mana transfer. And this CG dragon still haunts my nightmares. What's important here is that this war has at least 3 different timelines because the original Fate Stay Night was a visual novel with 3 different routes. You got the Fate route, Unlimited Blade Word, and Heaven's Feel. Or, to put it more simply, you got the Saber route, the Best Girl route, and the Sakura route with extra fucking, mana transfer. But it doesn't stop there, because next we got Fate Hollow Ataraxia, which is kind of like a sequel to Fate Stay Night because it takes place 6 months.
This is gonna be pretty fucking munted.
After the events that happened in there. So you may be wondering which one of the 3 routes it follows, and the answer is yes. So one of the main girls from Fate Stay Night, Rin, is doing some magic experiments and she does a little bit of an oopsie and completely fucks up the space-time continuum, merging all parallel universes together. And I know what you're thinking, this doesn't sound like a little oopsie, this sounds a bit more like a big oopsie. But it's all good because she looks great in thigh highs. So we're following this mage Rosette who was dead off screen in the original Fate Stay Night, and she is now alive along with Angramayu, aka the Angry Mango. And they're stuck in a Groundhog Day type time loop, living the same 4 days over and over.
Oh, that sounds
find a way to
fucking
escape
lovely.
without fading from existence because she was originally dead, and I guess people die if they don't exist. Since most of this takes place in a time loop, this is basically just Fate Re-Zero Edition. So you can essentially just call it Fate Zero. Wait. And you know what? That's basically everything for the flagship Fate series. We did it, guys! That was pretty simple, right, guys? What are we missing? Fuck. Of course, we are going to have to fill this timeline in with all the other Fate media out there.
Nice.
So, let's do the time warp again. Oh my god. Alan, fucking cut that. Alright, so let's start with Fate Apocrypha. So the Fate Apocrypha timeline is exactly identical to the original.
To be honest, the reason why it's my favorite one is because of Astolfo, not because of the detail he'll likely mention in a moment.
Original timeline, except when we get to the Third Holy Grail War, where the timeline was like, you know what? Nazis. Because of course it's the fucking Nazis.
So
the Nazis join the Third Holy Grail War, and instead of there being a winner, the Nazis steal the Greater Grail system, and so after that, a Transylvanian Nazi mage guy steals it from the Nazis again, and then I guess the Nazis go on to lose World War II as usual. Fast forward to the future, and somehow the entire world finds out about the Greater Grail system, and everyone and their dog tries to make a cheap imitation of it. And so because of this, the Transylvanian Nazi sorcerer guy vows to make the Holy Grail War great again. And so he makes the Great Holy Grail War. I shit you not, this is what it's called. And so now instead of 7 servants, you have 14 servants separated into 2 teams, red and black. That's right, it's a team deathmatch.
Team deathmatch! Team deathmatch! Team deathmatch! Team deathmatch! Team deathmatch! Stab it!
And so we get a season of red versus black, Mordred is hot, and Astolfo makes straight guys question their sexuality, and gay guys question their sexuality, and gay girls question their sexuality. And me question my life choices for spending $400 for a dick. That includes the events of Hitler's Day Night. Next on the menu, we have today's menu for Emia family. Did you see what I did there? This is, I think, just another alternate ending to the 5th Holy Grail War, where I guess nobody dies and they all just sit around cooking and playing volleyball and being happy, and this is canon, okay? They never explain where this takes place on the timeline, but I don't care. They're all happy. Akasha made it.
That's
it's
nice.
Canon. Like in my mind, this is the reality when someone just tried playing the Fate visual novel, but got bored 5 minutes after reading words and then just left and never came back. And then all these characters are just sitting around having a gay old time waiting for the Holy Grail War to start. This is what happened. This is the reality where CDog VA tried to play Fate. Alright, so I'm just gonna make a Fate Stay Night bubble, and then I'm gonna put Fate Tiger Coliseum and Fake Unlimited codes in this bubble, because they're just fighting games and they're already beating the shit out of each other in the series anyway.
I have milked this one video a lot more than I was expecting. Okay, so once we finish this video, we'll be going back to Fate Samurai Remnant.
Anyway, so I guess these are just the filler episodes we never got to see. Then we got Fate School Life, which is kind of like a slice of life spin-off in the Fate Stay Night universe that also has Ataraxia characters.
I am super sorry, I need to piss. Sorry about that, I am back. I don't really have much to say of these, a lot of the stuff he'll be mentioning, but still, Fate's Fate.
Characters in it. So I guess it goes here. Can you tell how I'm sure I am right now? Lord Elmalloy's Case Files. This is basically just CSI magic that takes place after Fate Zero, but before Fate Stay Night, starring Fate Zero's Waver. Except Waver's gone from Daddy Step on Me to Step on Me, Daddy. Alright, now we get into the manly shit. Fate DJ Khaled, line of Prisma Ilya, is a spin-off where Ilya becomes a magical
Oh,
girl.
that's
And instead of
that's
summoning
cool.
servants, the magical girls can use these magical cards to channel the power of a servant. And also there's a magical talking wand, don't worry about it. Before I properly got into the Fate franchise, I thought that this was just an unrelated spin-off that had nothing to do with the main universe, but no! Not only does this directly diverge from the main timeline, but it has two separate universes within its own universe.
Oh lord.
It's a fucking Ilya multiverse. And the beginning of the Ilya multiverse doesn't even have Ilya in it. Oh god, I love you so much, Fate, but you just don't make things easy, do you? Alright, I'm gonna try and do my best, so stick with me here. The first universe is the one detailed in the movie Oath Under Snow, following this girl called Miyu, which is why we call this the Miyu-verse, because her name is Miyu and she's the child of God, don't worry about it. She's taken in by Shiro, and then they have another Holy Grail War, but not the usual Holy Grail War, but the Ainsworth Holy Grail War. Can you guess why it's called the Ainsworth Holy Grail War? Because it was made by the Ainsworth. Shiro then sends Miyu to an alternate universe, which we call the Ilya-verse, which is all sunshine and rainbows, where the fourth Holy Grail War didn't happen and Kiritsugu's Father of the Year. You got cute girls
That's
doing cute
awesome.
things, cute girls doing magical things, and cute girls doing each other. This is the universe where season 1 and 2 of Prisma Ilya happens, but then you have season 3, which jumps back into the Miyu-verse. And if you think that complicates the timeline, how about this little knowledge of nugget? So, in the original Fate Stay Night, Ilya is 18. She's 18. She's older than Shiro. But in the Ilyaverse, she's the same age as when the timelines diverge, which theoretically should make her the same age as she was in Fate Stay Night. But she's not. And the series makes it very clear that she is under 18. So which is it, Fate? Which is it? I need to know. You know, I would say don't worry about it, but I'm pretty sure the FBI are going to do that for me. All right, moving the fuck on from this mess of a legal situation, you got Fate, also known as the Fate Extra universe. This splits off from the Third Holy Grail War in the Angry Mango timeline, where all the world's mana dries up because of some kind of event. So in the 2030s, all the mages turned into hackers and they tried to hack the moon because the moon has a supercomputer on it that was placed there by aliens that they found. And so inside this supercomputer moon, there exists this entire digital world. And so the supercomputer moon is hosting a virtual reality Holy Grail War because it's actually alive. I don't realize how ridiculous this sounds until I read it out loud. Don't worry about it. So yeah.
Sir, yes sir.
It turns out the moon knows shit and you can hack the moon. And it also has Rin, Sakura, and Kirei from the original Fate Stay Night, but not the original Rin, Sakura, and Kirei from the original Fate Stay Night. What are you, stupid? They're just characters who look, sound, and dress exactly the same, but they're different. Are you worrying about it? Because I'm not. So you got the Fate Extra games, the Fate Extra Triple C games, and then you got the anime. Fate Extra Last Encore in its own separate timeline that takes place in the year 3000. And Rin's great-great-great-granddaughter. It's just fucking Rin. Fate Grand Order. Oh god, you're not gonna make me break down Fate Grand Order. Alright. Now we're truly in hell. So Fate Go is a mobile gacha game along with some anime adaptations where the first Holy Grail War never happened, the world is fucked for some reason, and you have got to travel back in time to various points in history to fix the fucking timeline. And every different timeline you fix is called singularities. Basically, imagine Fate Back to the Future, except there are like 7 sequels, all with different diverging timelines, and you're not trying to fuck your mum, you're just trying to fuck all the servants. Alright, so for simplicity's sake, I think it would just be easier if I just draw out the Fate Go timeline. And then here in its own corner, it's just Fate Prototype, which is Kinoko Nasu's original concept for Fate, where King Arthur's actually a guy? Get out of here with your damn historical inaccuracies. So essentially, this is just a non-existent project because the only thing that exists is a 12-minute trailer that was made purely for fan service. Which is even more bizarre when you consider Fate Prototype Fragments of Sky Silver, which is the prequel to Fate Prototype. They made a prequel, a full light novel prequel, to a 12-minute commercial. Like, did I really think Fate fans are that hungry for content? A Type Moon just sitting there being like, alright Fate fans, open wide. Content, Give me anything. And then this prequel to a project that basically doesn't even exist has a side story called Fate Labyrinth. A side story! This is why Tsukahime fans are on suicide watch. You can tell that line was written months ago because, yeah, where the fuck did this come from? And all this would be a completely alternate universe with no connection to the original universe, but I shit you not, one of the characters has a dream that connects this universe to the Fate Stay Night universe.
Nice.
It's literally canon, I dream. Alright, I think we're getting close to the end. Next is Fate Strange Fake. This is a light novel series that takes place after the Fifth Holy Grail War in America, where they do their own Holy Grail War with hookers and blackjack, written by the same guy who did Bakano. As a recording, we don't know if this follows on from the main flagship timeline or is part of an alternate universe, but what we do know is that there's a servant called Watcher, and it's literally just a fucking whale in the sky.
Oh,
I'm
it's your
sorry,
mum.
I must have missed the legend where a fucking flying whale saves Earth. Does Free Willy count as a legendary hero of history now? There's Fate Type Redline. It's Tokyo in the 1940s. Nazis are at it again, but this time so are the Japanese military. It's the Third Grail War with seemingly no other connections to any other grails, and it's a manga drawn by the Demon Slayer mangaka. We got Fate right
Interesting.
here. Not a lot about this is known right now because it's not been officially translated, but what we do know is that it's set in the future after some kind of Holy Grail War, and somehow everyone has their own Holy Grail. And also there's this new servant called Voyager, who I guess is the Voyager space probe, except I have no fucking clue how a space probe becomes a servant, let alone a blonde Shota boy, let alone a blonde Shota boy space probe servant. And don't tell me to worry about it, because I'm not. Can you see how much I'm not worrying about it? I am not worrying about it.
Huh. So would the fucking boat that is often used in metaphors count as a servant? I think everyone knows the boat. It's like a guy has two boats. Like a guy repairs his boat by replacing its parts, and he eventually ends up with enough parts to make the same boat. But does that mean but is it the same? But like that fucking metaphor that everyone has heard of at some stage. Would those two boats be like a Rem and Ram type of deal if it was like servants? Actually, yeah, a Rem and Ram dynamic would probably work for that.
But seriously, how the fuck? And finally, in
I should also mention that sort of concept is used in the Misfit of Demon King Academy for the two Rem and Ram clones.
a bubble within its own bubble within its own fucking dimension is Carnival Phantasm, where all the fake characters and other characters from Nasu's other works are just hanging out, I guess. Doesn't make any sense. I have no idea where this fits on the timeline. I think this is just the bubble reality where Akasha got fucking drunk. And that's it. That is the long version. Kinda. Oh, but Giga, what about the rest of the Nazi verse? Are you gonna do that as well? How about no? Originally, this was meant to be a grand video where it talks about all the funny and ridiculous things I found out about Fate lore as a whole. But when I started it, I kind of realized I'm gonna need 20 minutes just to explain the fucking timeline. So you know what? This may just be the first part in a multi-series lecture from hell. Because the worst thing about Fate is that after going through all the timelines, after connecting all the lore, after spending far too many hours consuming Fate media and reading pages upon pages of wiki articles, it kind of makes sense. Oh god, this chart actually makes sense to me. The entire timeline is actually the simplest part of Fate lore. Fate is just an all-encompassing whole that just gets darker and gloomier the deeper you go down. People wonder what's at the bottom of the abyss in Made in Abyss. It's just the fucking entrance to the Fate hole. You want the real short version Fate newcomers? You watch either of these two, and then watch this, and then watch whatever the fuck you want. Or you know what? Fuck all this. Start with the spin-off series, start with lesbian lollies kissing, start with Fate MasterChef, fuck, start with the Dojinshis for all I care, just ignore all the shitstorm going on in the comment section right now. The reality is, it doesn't really matter where you start, as long as it looks interesting to you, then go for it. The problem is there's so many people who are obsessed with optimizing the perfect read and watch order that they forget that if you enjoy the experience and it gets you into Fate, then who the fuck cares what order you watch it in? Cause look, memes aside, the Fate lore may be a convoluted mess to unravel, but it is an awesome franchise. It's a series that can have amazing fights with balls to the walls action and magical moments that cut deep into your heart.
What the
And then
fuck?
Thomas Edison shows up as a lion. Because if you've reached the end of this video knowing nothing about Fate, and this is the video that's convinced you to do
Hello,
the try,
Benza.
what the fuck is wrong with you? This got you interested in Fate? Oh god, why didn't you just listen to me the first time and go with the short version? You know what? Fuck this.
Sorry, Benza. Can't be having that, Benza.
I'm literally gonna go crazy. You know what? I lied. This isn't even the long version. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you again to Honkai Impact for sponsoring me today. And also, thank you very much to Ivito, the Walto, Pain Patches.
I am not currently under the standard that would have me watch the thing in its entirety. I'm not currently at the standard that would require it. So, anyways, let's get back to playing Fate Samurai Remnant. That was a nice way to sort of get the stream up to. I appreciate that, Cold edits. I usually just time them out. Appreciate you. Is fine, Colv, is fine. How was the shave? Shave was good, just put a pizza in the oven. Oh, nice, nice. Is it a frozen one or is it a homemade one? Okay, blinding notes. Let's now add frozen. I made homemade a few days ago, so all out of ingredients. Nice. That's fair. Fate, Samurai Remnants. Now I'm gonna adjust this. Back to my new favorite femboy, which is this specific saber. Defeat humans while in water stance completed 100. Maybe I should try to get to that. I'm not entirely sure, actually. I'm getting a slight grasp on the controls for this, so that's sort of good. Oh, pickled daikon. Hello, Saber. Are you ready yet? Yes. Yeah, let's head out. Yours, I'm coming along, Lordy. I just realized our house in this game is a shithole. Wow. There are so many people. Look, Lottie, who are those people blowing smoke? What a delicious aroma, and all these lively voices. It's just like a festival. Hey, what's the group armed with swords? Who are they protecting? I know, it must be a prince. I know, it must be a prince. No, wait, it might be a princess disguised as a man to avoid detection. I know that one. It's called a tea house, a place where they serve tea and sweet dumplings. Good grief. I know you must be overwhelmed by all of this. I guess it can't be helped. I was the same at first, completely stunned by this bustling city. And who wouldn't be? All these people and all these amazing buildings. Who knew there were so many people in the world? This is, how do I put it, very so impressed by everyday life. Someone might have lived in a war-torn area. I mean, this city of Ito is just so unusual. Right, Lori? Show me around at once. You can answer all my questions on the way to Yoshiwara. Fine, fine. Heroes from the distant past enjoy a leisurely stroll through Asakusa. Oh god, I'm getting used to this. They're so cute! So we'll sometimes call out to you while exploring the town. There might be something good, so go check it out. That's... Are you hungry? No, not particularly. Wait a moment, here a moment. I'm glad you liked it. It is delectable. I hope to eat something just as good next time. Eating at a food stall will restore HP. Besides eating on the spot, you can also purchase food that can be used during battle. I should check to see what I can get. I only have you. Okay, there's a thing nearby. What is the saber? I sense the trace of magic on it. It's different from those we met last night. For that to be in town, it might be best to follow up on this. It's around here. Introduction to monsters! What is that? An evil spirit? Would it indeed appear to be some form of monster? Arrival via the vortex of magical energy that struck all of Edo last night, perhaps. Let's take after Grandpa. If they mean to block our path, we shall cut them down, Lottie. I know, Saber. Looks like we have a work cut out for us. I know, I just played them all away. While controlling Lottie, holding F and then pressing either B, space, V, or N will cause the accompanying servant to unleash their affinity technique. The affinity gauge will decrease by the number of symbols beneath the technique's name. So, by saying the body, of course, the accompanying servant must indicate that there's a chance we can get more servants. If I understand it correctly. Get your pizza. Raise. Yeah, how interesting. Just call when you need me. Buddy. Alrighty, this thing must have, it's probably one as a... Feeling the affinity gauge when power enemies explodes, created by bluish white light during their attack recovery. A timely attack will... Attacks do nothing. It's like when I fought 7 last night. Attacks do nothing against magic beings, or maybe not. I bet you can break free. His armor, shut it out armor and peel it back, then strike down. Just wasted my fucking... Later shell gauge of strong enemies can only be depleted by using abilities such as affinity techniques. Attack is interrupted by an infinity technique or other normal. Okay. Fuck. Seems to be the latter end of it. We shattered the armor, fuck yeah. Where are there more like this? They shine in crowded places, perhaps referring empty back alleys. These monsters are best to trifle. Let's just hurry on to Jishubara. So didn't you pick up something earlier, Larry? I mean that's the one. As expected, I sensed powerful magic and energy emanating from it. Why don't you attach it to your sword? It could be helpful. Swords can be enhanced with magical sword fittings called mountings. Mountings. The 4 types of mountings are scabbards, guards, handle wrappings, and handle decorations. Each type improves different stats and bestows different skills. So instead of it having this really cool themed thing, you can have a pretty standard sort of appearance, which does have better other shit. That isn't half bad. It's some kind of magic, kind of mystic enhancement. I'll bear that in mind going forward. I am prone to lose my voice. Well, might as well loot here. Okay. I'm gonna lose my voice from just raiding. Fuck. That's... damage dealt to monsters. This is... heavy attacks 1 directly after the finishing move, while in water stance will slow time in surrounding for a moment. So after finishing move. Oh. Attacks at the perfect time will grant you a chance to unleash powerful counterattacks. Fire skill at the root of the skill tree. Okay. Unlocks a spell that expels flames from the palm. Cut on spells. Magecraft Firebird. Knocks the spell onto several fireballs that spread directly ahead. I guess we'll save the skill points for the time being. Unless... Ooh! Pet! So there's a special thing for petting. By the way, how many days travel is Yoshiwara from Edo? Haha, you don't quite get it. Yoshiwara is but one part of the vast city that is Edo. Take a look at this map. Right now we're in Asakusa, and Yoshiwara is right there. Yeah. The maps of this era are so detailed, very impressive, Grandpa. Alright, fight so hard, and you've seen enough. Lori, let's head to Yoshiwara. Ready? This guy's pretty fucking... His pages are sensitive. Okie dokie. So many other places. The mysterious Yoshiwara? Oh wait. This is spoilers. He works with her master Takia. This is Yoshiwara? Oh. Saber, don't run off on your own. Look, Lori, that youth and that old man. Hey, and him as well. The man, he looks strange. They all have kind of lewd grins. They perhaps been under some sort of enhancement. You could say that, but it's what you're thinking. You'll have to see for yourself. Right, let's go. First, we have to find Sukin Shilden. Look at the devil. Oh, there you are. Got another big day for you. And what's this, Lottie? It's rare to see you escorting such a pretty damsel. Saber, you must be the constable. Saber, strange name, but you look like you can handle yourself, eh? Got a question. I'm stronger than Lottie. Wait, so Saber could theoretically be considered like a normal sort of name. Like, it's like giving someone the name fucking Gus. Or fucking Blaze. Like, given... Actually, yeah, Blaze is somehow a fucking name that the people can have. It's like... But it's like... Anyways, without question, I'm much stronger than Lottie. Really? Well, that's good news. Well, I'd like to head out right away. I have some minor business to attend to, so please ask that man for details. You to quiet? That's me, alright. You must be the skilled one I've been hearing about. Some thugs have been extorting me for money recently. I want you to steal them. They're always watching the road I take to get home. Need you to guard me. So you need us to cut them all down? Say wait, no, we're not killing anyone. Killing is against law here. We just need to give them a good thrashing. Since they're killing people, it goes against the path of peace. Saber? I don't understand, didn't we cut these pursuers to ribbons? What's that? No. It was just a figure of speech. Don't talk about that in front of people. Besides, we didn't have a choice, so that was a mere exception. But avoid killing at all costs. We no longer live in such dark times. Alright, what a nuisance. Leave it to me. They're waving their hands at us. Alrighty. Fuck, got no glow. You really kept us waiting, Clunk. You brought the money here. Wouldn't bordel, are we? Who the hell are you? I'm busy here, so get out of my face unless you want trouble. They aren't granting me any of the shit I need. Hired bodyguards, the dirty bastard. You got money for guards, and hurry up and pay back the money you borrowed. Let you off the hook this time, but we're not through with you. Huh? Borrow money from them? Then they had a reason to. Oh, bye. Actually, so, yeah, it could be assumed. Why is you anyway? And you fool. He didn't check the client's background. The shady character was the real client all along. Was the real... Might be trouble. That was one heck of a fight. You swindled, left high and dry. Will I never be paid for my services? But don't cry, madam. Yamabuki. Who'd have thought he'd hire bodyguards? You are? Moneylender, and this is Madam Yamabuki. We were trying to get him to pay his debt. Don't blame me. It's his fault for not being a photo. Sorry, but I don't have any money myself. All I have to lend is my sword arm. It's one thing you can do and help me, and we'll consider it. It's matter closed. Yamabuki, allow me to cover your lost wages in advance. Thank you so much. Please excuse me, but I must make ready for this evening. I'm starting to fuck up my words. What do you have me do? Collection, I want you to visit borrowers who are behind on their payment. Okay. Ruffians and street talkers are a troublesome lot to deal with, all told. Obviously, I don't want you to kill them. How about it? Think you got what it takes? Oh, the end's just what it means. Here's a list of the layabouts who owe me money. Go all down. It's the very last coin. There'll be a reward for a job well done. Let's hurry up and get this over with. Okay. Hell, are you? Got a problem? You borrowed a lot of money, didn't you? You need to pay it back right now. Didn't pay it back? I didn't borrow any money. The hell are you talking about? Oh, I've never met someone so amazingly bad at lying. I got... No, nothing. You got it. Oh, okay, just gonna fight. Nice, mate. Glad to hear it. Yeah, your pizza's good. Is there any specific flavor, like cheese, or does it have like meat in it? Hid it away in my stash. There's no chance you'll find it. What? Okay. Sorry, no one. Never mind. Okay. Sam, it should be a high place. Just pepperoni. Oh, fair enough. Dr. Oetker, Ristorante Pizza. Okay. You ever just kind of talk like too much and your throat just sort of hurts a little bit? Would recommend if you want frozen pizza. But yeah, oh, Shiba. They got a mini game for petting dogs. It heals you. You should play this, Cole. At some stage. This is. Did you hear the poor soul? Oh, dead in the street. Such a shame. Are corpses like this uncommon in Edo? No, seeing bodies in the road isn't all that rare. But it's not something you ever get used to. So, think of it. Things were similar in my time. Were they? They go. We can't stay here forever. Alrighty. Okay, we gotta... I've already done this, but I forget where it is. I'm a fucking idiot. There's no one around. Doesn't seem like a bad spot. Okay, leave this to me. You learn the following skill. Just gonna equip the technique. That's a much more bracing technique than I was expecting. Big complain about the sword. Now at a time is in question. Size this. Well, that residence is enormous. I hear that many famous courtesans live there. Could we head over there for just the... No. Spoil spot. So... Saber is unapologetically horny. Wonder if that's going to be a running thing. What's Saber's number, any? He doesn't have very many dojins, from what I understand. On N hentai, he only has 7 dojins. Yes, and yes, it's a he. His name's Yamato Takeru. So the game seems to want us to only learn about the name until a little later on. So,
気持ちいいか。
ほら、怖くないぞ。
okay. Now to deal with this dog.
はい、どちら様。貴殿が借りた
We have to complete the money row, so you're a detective. What?
あんたに移し金な。
Cough, 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 cough.
ともかく。
より、この
Is it okay if we break down the door?
壊す前に確か
Beat
めた
that.
のは
You checked with me first, but no, we can't. It's always the hard way with you.
ならば、私が
I shall go through the wall and get inside. You want to object to that? Yes. Go through the wall.
すぐに終わる。
Maybe it'll be quick. Just stand back and watch.
いや待て待て
Wait,
せ
hold on.
めて人目につかない
Do it where no one can see you. Let's
裏へ回ろう
circle around to the back. Oh, it's where we pet the dog, Mashiba.
指を加えて待っていろ。
That's an interesting, Roo. Oh, it's a Japanese person. Nice. I'm, have to reload this. Okay. What the fuck? Wait, why do it? Huh. Yeah, it should be fine. Yes, now watch and learn. Do we have drops? That's something expected. So yeah, what the?
さあ、
Now, may I have the money you owe? Oh, you, where did you? And now we have the money. Don't.
どうせ
Shut
で
debtors.
も我らの体を
There's like one other person I answered quickly, so that explains how savers sometimes vanishes from all centers. Fuck, I kinda auto did that.
まさか
Passing through walls like that, servants are utterly beyond human comprehension.
何はともあれ回収だ
We collected the debt.
さあ
Okay, so on to the next one. I think I've already saved this one for last few times. Oh, what is that?
あ
The money you borrowed has yet to. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Will you pay it back or not?
申し訳ございません
I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
おい、
Let me handle this, Lottie. You're threatening him with that scary face of
顔
yours.
が何だというんだ
This has nothing to do with it. Look, we simply have to talk.
なぜ逃
Why are you running away?
もう
Come on, let's catch him. Look, these monsters! Please help me. Is it this time?
なんだこの炎は
Is this? What are these flames? There's
かい
よ
get
り
to stand back and watch. Some of this is. It's gonna use his special good boy power. Look at the technique, what it's about. Yes, equip it. Water from the sword.
「俺たちが対処する」「貴殿は隠れて待っていろ」「出番だ」
That's pretty cool.
私一人で構わないが、まあ、瞬く間に片付けてみせよう。
Not many opportunities. I'm not really having. I am not having many opportunities to use magic. It's kind of annoying.
弱そうなやつが出たな
Looks pretty strong. Still no match for me, of course. So when the substitute gauge is sufficiently filled while the controlling lorry, hold F, then press left control to switch over to this controlling saber. Substitution. Okay, so this wording would indicate differently from the other thing. It's just it's specifically saying with. Okay, oh, it's also specifying lorry and also saber. So maybe in different instances you can play as different characters. Then the subject gauge filled by dealing damage to enemies.
出番だ。
任せろ。
Okay. Nice. That was fucking cool. That was nothing.
なんだ。
What, is there something you wish to say? And no, it's
貴殿の戦いぶりに
just
目を奪われた。
that the way you fight is
無人
breathtaking.
の
It
脳を幾が
was like you were
まるで
walking through an empty field as if no one stood in your way.
貴殿は
You fight of your own accord.
つけ
Survey,
息遣い
shin, breath, work,
足さばく
footwork,
大
sword
切
play.
それらの応酬が
None of it is influenced by the opponent. All Saber focuses on is winning
己が技を
and
押し付け
cutting a path to victory with the edge of the blade.
並ぶ者なき
The peerless swordplay of a conqueror.
戦いとは。
Is that not simply what sword fighting entails? Well, if you boil it down, yeah. Sadist.
自覚さえない
Saber doesn't even realize it. It's incredible.
貴殿怪我は
There we go, now I'm following them. Let me just double check. Just... Yep, that is them. Sorry, I just had to make sure I could actually follow that person. Are you with all... You're in League of Monsters, I'll pay you back the money, just don't kill me. It's quite timid, the dead is purse. Save this tree has been unlocked. So we have 20 sighting spots. And talked by monsters. Alrighty.
しかし吉原にも怪異が出るとは
2が土地を歪めているのだろうな。やれやれ。
野放しにはできんな。
残らず切るとしよう。
Like, I have not much of those weird red pistols.
また一つ強くなれたか。
相手が悪かったな。
It was all wasted because of the fact of that cutscene. Well, the cutscene earlier in the stream, but still, point is, oh, this is not a So you finish the job, not just anyone could get those parasites to pay up. About it, might sound, it's a little too much responsibility for me. Lots pass. It's too bad. Well, here's your pay. Let me know if you change your mind. Boom. A job well done, thanks to me. Yep, actually, in my previous save file, most of the work was kinda done as a team. Whereas in this instance, it's definitely more evenly. It's definitely more of Saber's work than Laurie's. The fuck? Try to eat vegan. That's cool. Lots of monsters, or do we want evading attacks? Okay. After the other, heavy attack on up the other. In water stance will slow time in the trending area from it. I do like my water stance, so I'm gonna get that. Nice. Spells fine. Let's make a save. Alrighty, so in a few moments we'll have done 3 hours. And once it hits the 3-hour mark, I'm gonna end the stream. So, it was a pleasure. So it was a pleasure being with all of you for today. Let's see, what could I do in future? So there's a good chance that I will do a few streams of this game, which is that time I got reincarnated as a slime, Isekai Chronicles. It'll release in 4 days in Australian time. For some reason, there's a good chance that Steam's a bit fucked. Let me also change this. No, actually, wait, no, let's just leave it. Sorry. So, I might just do 2 hours and 59 minutes. So, have a look at everyone. I wish you all the best. Bye bye.